by the media, by the CAG sometimes, and by other entities.
The next question goes to the Honorable Representative of CNN-IBN, Pallavi Ghosh.
I'm Pallavi, I'm from CNN-IBN.
Need to switch on the mic, please.
It's on. I'm Pallavi, I'm from CNN-IBN, sir. You did indicate in your opening speech that you rule yourself out of a third term should the UPA come back to power. So is it Rahul Gandhi's time? Would you want him to be named as a prime ministerial candidate? And do you rule out an active political life after 2014 elections for yourself?
Well, I have indicated in my opening remarks that I am not going to be a candidate for the prime ministership if the UPA were to come back into power. Rahul Gandhi has outstanding credentials to be nominated as the presidential candidate, and I hope our party will take that decision at an appropriate time.
The next question will go to the representative of ABP News, Mr. Shazi Zaman. I'll come to everybody.
मैं एबीपी न्यूज़ से शाजी जमा। पिछले 9-10 वर्षों में क्या कभी ऐसा मुश्किल वक्त आया कि आपको लगा कि आपको इस्तीफा दे देना चाहिए?
I've never felt like resigning at any time. I've enjoyed doing my work. I've tried to do my work with all honesty, with all sense of integrity, without regard for fear or favor.
The next question goes to the Honorable Representative of the Malayalam Manorama, Mr. Sachidanand Murthy. Right there, please.
Sir, Sachidanand Murthy here. So basically looking at UPA 1 and UPA 2, UPA 1 benefited from having a common minimum program, an active coordination committee, but you jettisoned that for UPA 2. Did it come in the way because you shed very valuable allies like Trinamool and DMK? Do you think by hindsight, do you think UPA 3, if it comes to power, should have a CMP?
Well, it's too early to judge the shape of things to come for UPA 3. I am confident that when the time comes, there will be enough number of people who would recognize that a coalition guided by the Congress party of the type that the UPA regime has been is something which is required, which is eminently needed to carry out the social and economic revolution that we want this country to experience, to get rid of poverty, ignorance and disease that afflict millions of people in our countries even now.
The next question goes to the Honorable Representative of the Business Standard newspaper, Aditi Fadis, please.
Prime Minister Aditi Phadnis from the Business Standard newspaper. The Congress defeat in the assembly elections, in a review of chief ministers, many chief ministers, most of them in fact said that their defeat was because of price rise. So does it hurt that all the blame is being laid at your door? And also, we noticed that the diesel prices have not been hiked this year. We also hear that subsidized gas cylinders, the number has already gone up from 6 to 9 and it's likely to go up to 12. So does this mean your government is reviewing its policy on subsidies as a fallout of the defeat in the assembly elections?
Well, what is going to happen in months to come, I would not like to speculate, certainly not in this forum, but I will be honest enough to say that it could be that the price rise was a factor in the people turning against the Congress party, and I have explained the reasons why price rise took place, for reasons beyond our control, because international commodity prices were rising, because international energy prices were rising, and these were the factors which made it difficult for us to control prices as effectively as we could have done. But having said that, I would also like to say that we have taken enough measures to protect the weaker sections of our economy and our society against rising prices. The public distribution system has been stabilized. Prices of public distribution food grains have not been increased since 2003. And what is more is that through instrumentalities like the Manrega, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Program, we have ensured that the rural wages earned by the agricultural laborers are indexed at the rate of inflation. They provide a certain measure of protection to these segments of our society, and these factors should not be lost sight of.
The next question goes to the representative from the Urdu press, Mr. S.M. Asif, please.
आपसे मेरा सवाल है कि सच्चर कमेटी की रिपोर्ट पर जब मैनिफेस्टो आपका आया था तो आपने कहा था हम लागू करेंगे। आपने इन 5 सालों में बहुत सारी स्कीम माइनॉरिटीज के लिए दी, लेकिन ये क्या वजह है कि ये माइनॉरिटी की स्कीम आवाम तक नहीं पहुंच पाती?
हमने सच्चर कमेटी की सिफारिशों को लागू करने में काफी काम किया है और मुझे दुख से कहना पड़ता है कि ये तमाम आवाम तक नहीं पहुंच सका। ये भी ठीक है कि कुछ ऐसी बातें हैं जो अभी करनी बाकी हैं, कुछ कोर्ट्स में पड़ी हैं, कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स आई हैं जिसकी वजह से और चीज़ें को लागू नहीं किया जा सका। लेकिन जहाँ तक हमारे गवर्नमेंट का ताल्लुक है, scholarships for minorities have gone up tremendously. Maulana Azad fellowships have increased substantially, and the program for multidisciplinary approaches to minority concentrated districts in 90 districts of our country have been put in place. So enough has been done, but I would be the last person to say that there is no scope for doing more.
The next question goes to the Honorable Representative of the Dainik Jagran newspaper, Mr. Rajkishore. Right there, please.
प्रधानमंत्री जी नमस्कार, मैं राजकिशोर हूं दैनिक जागरण से। मेरा प्रश्न है, पिछले 10 वर्षों में आप पर सबसे ज्यादा चुप रहने के आरोप लगे हैं। कांग्रेस पार्टी में भी ये कहा जाता रहा कि आप सही समय पर राजनीतिक जवाब नहीं देते हैं। आपको ऐसी क्या थी जो रोके रही 10 वर्षों में, और ऐसी कोई कमी आपको लगती कि किसी वक्त पर आपको बोलना था और आप वहां पर नहीं बोल सके?
जहां तक बोलने का सवाल है, जब भी जरूरत पड़ी है पार्टी फोरम में मैं जरूर बोलता रहा हूं और आगे भी बोलता रहूंगा।
The next question goes to the representative from the Hindustan Times, Mr. Subhodro Chatterjee. If I get the name correctly, right there, please.
Sir, this is Subhodro Chatterjee from Hindustan Times. Sir, with the elections due in barely 4 months, are you still hopeful about pushing some more reforms agenda? And if so, sir, what will be your priorities?
Well, reform is not an event, it is a process. And therefore, so long as we are in power, we will continue to circumstances permit to go forward.
The next question goes to the Honorable Representative of the Times Now, Navika Kumar, please.
So I'm Navika Kumar from Times Now, and my question to you is again related to corruption. You, time and again, every year, have written to your ministers to write down and submit to your office all their business interests so that decisions taken by them can be transparent. Now we see a similar example happening in a Congress-ruled state in Himachal Pradesh. Veerbhadra Singh sitting in cabinet meetings deciding on issues that are related to a company when his family and he himself have business involvement with that company. Do you think that's proper?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to comment on what you're referring to happening in Himachal Pradesh. I have seen some newspapers reports. I've also received a letter on 29th of December by Shri Arun Jaitley, but I haven't had the time to apply my mind to it about what is the truth in these allegations.
Next question goes to the representative of NDTV Hindi, Mr. Himanshu Shekhar, please. Yeah, well, we will.
Prime Minister, sir, I had the privilege to attend your first press conference after you became the Prime Minister. At that time, all of us had this perception that Manmohan Singh has a very clean image, a very non-political person has become the Prime Minister, an economist has become the Prime Minister with a good proven track record. 9.5 years later, how do you think an Aam Aadmi now perceives you as a politician, as a Prime Minister?
Well, I am the same person as I was 9 years ago. There has been no change. I say it with all sincerity that I have tried to serve this country with utmost dedication and commitment and with utmost integrity. I have never used my office to enrich or to reward my friends or my relatives.
The next question goes to the representative from the Washington Post, Rama Lakshmi, please.
Mr. Prime Minister, I would like to ask you about the state of India-US relations now. This has been a big agenda in UPA 1 with the nuclear deal. But now, as your term comes to an end, it looks like it has hit rock bottom again. Would you like to comment on that?
Well, our government attaches highest priority to strengthening the strategic partnership between our two countries. There have been recently some hiccups, but I sincerely believe that these are temporary aberration and diplomacy should be given a chance to resolve these issues that have arisen.
Next question goes to the representative from the DY 365, Rama Sarma. Please.
Thank you, sir. So my question is that difficult terrain has become a very common region by those government project implementation agency in the northeast, whether it is the border incomplete Indo-Bangladesh border issue or incomplete Silchar-Lamding Board Conference railway project. So what is the thing that do you feel, your government has ever tried to overcome this difficult terrain issue?
I have not understood it.
Difficult terrain is always a common phrase for the government project implementation agency in the northeast.
What she said.
Terrain, yeah.
The difficult terrain.
Whether it is incomplete border issue,
last mile.
Well,
incomplete fencing of the border issue.
Well, that's very true. I mean, if you're talking about fencing of the border.
Yeah, and the incomplete other project also in the Assam and northeast.
I think fencing and some of these other projects have been facing some difficulties because of difficulties of terrain. There is no doubt about that.
Sure, can I ask one more question regarding the animals distincts, rhino killings, sir? This is very important for us. So rhino killings has become rampant in Assam. Assam government raised forest guard, forest battalion to stop this, but still this is going on. Do you feel central government should step in to protect rhino?
Rhino is a national asset. Every effort should be made and will be made to protect this precious animal.
The next question goes to Mr. Alok Mehta, please.
प्रधानमंत्री जी, आपने चूंकि एक बड़ा लंबा अरसा देखा है प्रधानमंत्री के रूप में भी, वित्त मंत्री के रूप में, अपोजिशन लीडर के रूप में, और अब जिस तरह से इलेक्शन हो रहे हैं, लाइक लीडर्स के नाम पर ही वोट, चूंकि आपकी पार्टी भी तय कर रही कि पहले ही प्रधानमंत्री का नाम तय हो जाए, तो आपको लगता है कि हमारे सिस्टम में भी कभी मतलब पार्लियामेंट को विचार करना होगा कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में चेंज करके प्रेसिडेंशियल सिस्टम होना चाहिए, ताकि गठबंधन की राजनीति में जिस तरह दिक्कतें आपको आई होंगी या दबाव आए होंगे देश के विदेश के, उससे निपटने में अगले नेतृत्व को, लीडरशिप को सुविधा हो?
I haven't thought through this question in any depth, but it is my preliminary reaction that the parliamentary system of government is the best suited for a country of India's complexity, of India's diversity, that a presidential type of system would be counterproductive.
The next question goes to the representative from NDTV English, Mr. Sunil Prabhu.
Mr. Prime Minister, sir, my question is very simple and straightforward on the issue. I know there have been a lot of questions on corruption, on various other issues, but personally for you, many will accuse you, as you said, history has to be kind and look at you and you'll come out unscathed, but many will look at you personally as being unable to actually act or rein in your own cabinet ministers. The fact that you allowed a situation to go out of hand, that you failed to act politically, which was required, and that you kept going back to a core group or to various other people but refused to act, and that is why we came to a stage where even the Supreme Court asked the Prime Minister's office and even indicted it for various acts of omission and commission. So how do you respond to that politically, and how do you see your legacy because of the failure of you to act in a
Well, I honestly believe that history will be kinder to me than the contemporary media or for that matter the opposition parties in parliament.
But about the fact that you failed to act personally and rein in your own cabinet ministers?
I cannot, I think, divulge all the things that take place in the cabinet system of government. I think, taking into account the circumstances and the compulsions of a coalition polity, I have done as best as I could do under the circumstances.
The representative from Z News, please.
थैंक यू मनीष जी। और प्रधानमंत्री जी, सबसे पहले आपका धन्यवाद कि मुझे सवाल पूछने का मौका मिला। मैं आपको जी मीडिया के एक नेशनल चैनल और 8 रीजनल चैनल के 200 मिलियन व्यूवर्स की तरफ से आपसे एक सवाल पूछना चाहता हूं कि जब आप कहते हैं कि प्रधानमंत्री के तौर पर आपका जो है कार्यकाल अब आप पूरा करने जा रहे हैं और बैटन आप राहुल गांधी को आप इंडिकेट कर रहे हैं, मेरा सवाल आपसे यह है कि जब मुकाबला होगा तो राहुल गांधी वर्सेस नरेंद्र मोदी का मुकाबला होता है। नेचुरली आप राहुल गांधी के साथ खड़े होंगे क्योंकि आपकी पार्टी के, लेकिन क्या आप मानते हैं कि मुकाबला बराबरी का होगा और 2014 में वाकई आप राहुल गांधी के नेतृत्व में सरकार बना पाएंगे या आपको विपक्ष में बैठना पड़ेगा? थैंक यू वेरी मच।
I have full confidence that the next Prime Minister will be from the UPA coalition, and that without discussing the merits of Mr. Narendra Modi, I sincerely believe that it would be disastrous for the country to have Narendra Modi as the Prime Minister.
The next question goes to the representative from the Indian Express, Mr. Manish Chibber, if he's here, please.
Yeah, right here.
झी 24 तास एक पाऊल पुढे.